What's up, Pawn family? It's Yigal. I'm in my car. I ordered sushi and I'm waiting in the parking lot to pick it up. And I'm a little bit late. My wife might kill me. But I wanted to share with you guys a thought that happened to me when I left the pawn industry. And you know, when I got out of the pawn industry, I started taking course after course after course to be able to become a coach. And I didn't, I spent money here, spent money there. But the thing I realized is it's not just about how much you know. It's about what you implement and how consistent you are. And let me explain, right? The best pawnbrokers that I've encountered aren't the ones who know everything. They're the ones who learn something and then implement it all the way. And the bad thing about the pawn industry is that so many questions are asked, there's so much misinformation, and you want to learn everything about everything. But the truth is that so many of us are too busy, and then you just don't implement. So the key isn't about how much you know, it's about how consistent you are in implementing something. And then once you get great at that, learning the next thing and then implementing it. And then learning the next thing and then implementing that. What I'm realizing is that so many people want to be a jack of all trades. And the pawn industry is essentially, you've got to know a lot about a lot of stuff. But at the same time, the most successful pawnbrokers, the ones who are crushing it right now during this pandemic, are the ones who studied leadership and then committed and did it. The ones who studied marketing, committed, and then did it. The one who studied the strategy and the metrics, committed, and then did it. But so many of you, so many times are learning here, joining reading thousands of books. What's the point of reading a book if you're not going to implement what the book says? What's the point about, joining a Zoom call if you're not going to do what the Zoom call says? What's the point of watching a YouTube video if you're not going to implement what that YouTube video says? So many people in life, let's go back to champions. A basketball champion, a swimming champion takes swimming and is consistent, becomes the best of the best at that. Any sport that you watch, they become the best of the best at what they're learning. And then maybe, if you're Michael Jordan, you can go play baseball and give it a shot at that. But what I'm trying to say is, don't try to get as much information as you can and do nothing with it. Maybe get little bits of information and implement and see how it goes. And then the next bit of information, implement, see how it goes. Next bit of information, implement, and see how it goes. I want to give props to the people in the Boost Your Pawn Business course because they're learning about leadership, implementing it, and then we're going to move on to marketing. Learn about marketing, implement, move on strategy. Of course, the mastermind as well. People follow those who have commitment and consistency, not those who are scatterbrained and are just throwing darts on the dartboard everywhere, but those who are committed and consistent. So get some commitment, stay consistent with what you're doing, and that's how you win this game of Pawn Shop. I'll talk to you guys soon.